Hello, my name is Guts. I am a member of the hacker team known as TeamBerserk. This is a message to the federal intelligence agent that TeamBerserk had the unfortunate circumstance of speaking with over Skype on the 7th of May 2013. I would first like to explain to you that TeamBerserk's entire MO is to expose the corruption of institutions across the world, whether these institutions be banks, governments, governmental departments, financial institutions or whatever else. TeamBerserk is aware of your trickery and the methods the federal government employs to gather information about political entities. I would like to quote this article detailing methods the FBI uses to gather intelligence, and I quote, "How does the FBI learn about citizens and organizations? Political intelligence is gathered from public sources, such as newspapers and leaflets. It is also collected by informers who may be government employees or people recruited by them. Political intelligence is also collected through FBI visits to your home or office. We are here most concerned with this aspect of intelligence gathering. Agents may be sent to interview people after FBI officials decide there is a reasonable indication that an organization or person meets the guidelines for a domestic security investigation. Such interviews are a primary source of information, for most people are not aware of their right not to talk to federal agents." End quote. We are aware that our conversation with you was indeed just as previously described, an interview so that you could gather information about us and Operation USA firsthand. We were, however, not involved in Operation USA. We were merely investigating it ourselves. We would like to express to you that we are not necessarily political in nature. Most of TeamBerserk are actually constitutionalist Republicans similar to the Congressman Ron Paul, and we are Christians. We follow the Word of God Almighty, the only true God, Jehovah, Jesus Christ. We are men of God. We are concerned for the well-being of the American population and America itself. We are watching when certain governmental departments and their agents use terrorism as a means to strip away the rights and freedoms of the American people. We are watching when certain governmental departments and their agents infiltrate political groups that seek to circumvent the possible oncoming, and I quote you, agent, a one-world government.
Okay, well basically, I'm going to put it to you like this. A lot of these different communities, and I'm not going to state which ones, but I'll say that a lot of these different communities in and around your collective effect, your movement, are being controlled by what you would consider your opposition. It is controlled opposition from your perspective. So I'll say that a lot of statements will be made to see which people agree with certain statements, to see sort of what notion they're lining up with, to see what their belief system is. So, combatants can be identified, people that are going to mobilize against domestic government will be identified. Does that make sense to you? It's a lot of authoritative figures have been turned, if you will. They're either being paid, they're not being paid, they're being contracted. It depends on the situation, but a lot of the data that is exfiltrated from these individuals is in turn laterally distributed to research institutes like Stanford Research Institute, Tavistock, and these are to analyze psychological trends and behavior in these different type of communities. It's not just communities like Anonymous, Nonstead. It's not just communities like that. It's also, alternatively conspiracy communities and stuff like that, because a lot of the same mentality seems to be prevalent in those communities as well. So people will try to locate people that they think are going to be a danger to their environment and other people, if that makes sense. Ultimately, it's funny, because I see a lot of these movements and they're fighting against global imperialism, the New World Order, the Illuminati, these groups and these ideas of a one-world government without et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what they don't realize is that might ultimately be the only way that society is going to be able to function in the end, is a one-world government. And I think that is the inevitability. One more government system without religion, without countries, without, identity. That would be the real actual models, not this.
End quote. We know that the people you report back to need cheap labor, and that's why the minimum wage is still on average across the states $8. We know that the people you report back to can't kill off all the motherfuckers, because then there would be no more slaves to do the work. We are aware of who you are. We exploited all the vulnerabilities in your finished police collaborators' computer system. Team Berserk isn't going anywhere. We will continue fighting for the American people and for the governmental departments that are actually doing their job, and for those people that work for the United States governmental departments that are actually doing the right thing and doing their job correctly. Team Berserk are not cyber terrorists, and we are not cyber thugs. We do not appreciate you calling one of our own a communist. We are the ones that watch the corruption and the corrupted policies and actions of these corrupted politicians, representatives and institutions. Again, Team Berserk is not anti-government. Team Berserk is pro-United States Constitution, and we are Christian Republicans. Fuck you and have a nice day. We are Team Berserk. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Because none of us are as cruel as all of us. United as one. Divided by zero. Corrupted governments expect us